Hi, this is Sherry Methling with Ancient Healings Around the World. Here to talk today on, do you make excuses or do you make it happen? A lot of times, even in natural conversation, not only with my clients, but just out in conversation with people in the public, whether it be friends or acquaintances, otherwise strangers. I'm not traveling because of this. I don't have a relationship because of this. I don't like my job. I'm not happy. Well, the only one who can make that change, who could make it happen or not happen, is you. If you keep on staying in the vibration of, let's say, blame. I don't have love. I feel unworthy. Oh, it's because my parents. Oh, because I grew up this way. And it's not to discredit that you grew up a certain way, and it might have been very toxic environments, but when are you going to stop playing that same record over and over and over in your vibration? Every time you feel unworthy of this certain person or relationship, or I'm always second, when are you going to change that vibration? When are you going to change that record? When are you going to change that album? When are you going to change that thought frame? It's up to you to hit eject on that CD, to hit eject on that thought process, and start playing a different program over. I am love. I am enough. You are enough for what? Be more specific. Oh, I didn't go to college. Oh, I didn't have it paid for. Oh, my parents didn't pay for it. Well, you have other options too. You could take out a loan. You could get a grant. There are various ways. Oh, this isn't happening because of this person or this situation, or sorry, I wasn't given it on a silver platter like you. Okay? I've heard different things from different people. No, I wasn't given anything on a silver platter. Everything I created was because of me. Does it mean that I came from everything and we had tons of money growing up as a child? No. I went to college because I paid for it with loans and grants, not because my parents paid for anything. I don't make excuses. If I want to do something, I take action. I figure out a plan and how to make it happen, not make excuses and how it's not going to happen. Do you keep on blaming? Do you keep on making excuses? And the list never stops. It could be in various avenues of your life. Like I said, it could be with relationship, or job, or traveling, or anything and everything. It could be the smallest thing. But the person wants to stay in a victim mode, in a blame mode, in a poor me space. I also have a video out there that kind of goes hand in hand with this video called Are You a Victim or Are You the Creator? And that's pretty much the same. Excuses or making it happen. Check in with yourself. See how you're talking to other people. See what's not going on in your life that you want going on in your life. And then create the plan in how to make that happen. And how to get out of the victim and the blame. And ultimately it comes down to not taking responsibility for your life. It's easier to just blame everybody else and not take responsibility for what you want to do. And then it becomes a habit and a pattern, and more momentum keeps on building there, which means ultimately you keep on creating more momentum and things not happening for you because it's everybody else's fault. You need to take responsibility for what you're creating or what you're not creating. So there comes a time where you must leave the old world, the old thought patterns, the old blame, the old victim energies. And you have to say, I'm done with that. I want to make things happen. And if you want to make things happen, then you have to create an agenda. And how you're going to make this happen. Here's your first goal. Well, how are you going to make that happen? What are you going to do? What are the steps to take? Another my video that will also go hand in hand with this video would be creating your dreams into reality. A step-by-step process, something like that. So you have to get out of the blame state. You need to take responsibility. The more you want to blame everybody else, it's this company, it's this person, it's this relationship, you know, I was broken up with, I was rejected, I was cheated on, I was abused, poor me, woe is me. And maybe you don't want to be in that space, but if things aren't happening, you are in that space. You have to let that go. So what I'm directed now to do is just go into a little clearing via YouTube, via this video, to clear blocks. But at the same time, right now, you need to take responsibility and write down different areas where you find yourself blaming other people, blaming other circumstances, other situations. Oh, this isn't happening because of this, or this. Oh, I feel unworthy because I was never told I love you. I was never important growing up. I would never fit in high school, grammar school, whatever. This never happened because blah, 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 blah. Okay? First, you got to take responsibility and write down the things where you see yourself blaming other people, situations, places, spaces, whatever. Reflect. Pause the video and reflect. Take action. Another client is coming to me right now in memory of this situation. I can't get out of this job. I'm miserable. I've been miserable for 15 years. I went to several healers and nothing's changing. Putting the blame and the responsibility on the healer and not themselves. So, what is it that you want? You want a new job? You want a new relationship? You feel that you're stuck in a certain relationship or a marriage? Because of what? Obligation, duty, a vow? You're miserable, she's miserable? What do you want? Once you know what you want, you need to line up with that. But a lot of times people can't make a decision. So behind that comes making a decision. So once you make a decision, then you have to line up with that decision. You have to get both feet, both energies, both thought processes, your body, mind, and spirit moving in that direction. You can't be 1 foot here, 1 foot there, because you're going to be in a space where you're stuck. You have to make a decision. And that has to come from your heart, not your head. I need to stay in this relationship because A, B, C, and D. Logic keeps you miserable. Heart seeks happiness, truth, and light. You stay in a miserable marriage, you think you're actually helping that person? You think you're helping the children? No. They're learning through example. What marriage, what love is, what love isn't, what marriage is. So, you really want to tune in to yourself and what you want. You need to take responsibility. You have to let go of blame. You need to take action. And you have to let go of fear and the old comfort zones of that job, of that relationship. The choice is yours. If you want this, then you have to do these things. Because you're becoming more and more miserable each day that you move forward into a space where you are not happy. You're miserable inside if you're not following your heart, if you're not following your truth. And it eats away at your soul. It eats away at your life. You start moving into this space where you're just existing. You're not living. You're not thriving. You're dying inside. Maybe you're living in a space where you're trying to please everyone, make everybody else happy, seeking approval, seek validation. You're going to become more and more miserable. You keep on blaming more and more miserable, not taking responsibility, everyone else's fault. That's why it's like this. That's why my life's like this. That's why I'm not moving into a new home. That's why I don't have a new job. That's why I'm still with this money. Different programs around money. I don't have money. We didn't grow up with money. If you keep on talking in the energy of scarcity, I don't have enough, and that's where I came from, then you're going to stay in that vibration as well. You have to let go of that energy. So, after you made a clear list of the areas where, let's say you're blaming or not taking responsibility or whatever area in your life where you're not happy right now, you write it down. Get clear. Take action. If you're not taking action, don't expect any change to happen. Stay in the same space and see how the next days and weeks and months and years go by because you keep on not wanting to take action. Blame, excuses, not taking responsibility. Oh, this person has this because, everything was given to them. Oh, it's easier for them. Oh, they have good luck. Really? Is that how it worked? No. Life is not around luck. 9 times out of 10, it's not around luck. It's because the person took action. They did something. They changed. It's up to you to change. So after you made that list, I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. And maybe you made the list in your mind. Maybe you didn't write it down. It depends on how serious you are about making this change. Because if you're really taking proactive and actual actions and writing it down, well, your outcome's going to be much higher. For instance, in school, we got grades A, B, C, D, F. So if you want mediocre, you'll get a C or a D because, well, I'm really not wanting to take the next step. I don't want to go get a pen and paper. I don't want to do this. Well, there you go again. You're putting yourself in that lower vibration, and you know what? You're going to stay there. And you could do that because that's your free will. That's your choice. Or you could go for the B or the A and grab the paper and really write down all the areas where you're miserable, where you're in separation from what you want, where you're not making a decision. Refusal to make a decision, make a choice, keeps you farther and farther and farther from your dream. Make the decision, line up with it, stop blaming. So now you have your list, and very clear. Don't be general, be specific. Dig into yourself. Dig into your conversations within your mind, within other people. Woe is me. So you have your list, and you're going to go through each one looking at the first one on the list. Because I can guarantee there's just not one area. There's probably going to be a couple. And you really have to go behind that. What's behind that? So let's just take the first item that's going through your vibration right now. What's the first thing that pops in your mind just like that? As we go into the areas where you're thinking about, where do I make excuses? Where am I blaming others? Where am I not taking responsibility in my life for having this amazing relationship? Where am I not loving myself? That I keep on creating this kind of relationship that isn't serving me, where I'm not feeling like I'm number one, where I'm loved, where I'm getting the kind of relationship I want. You're settling. Okay? So, look at that first thing in your mind on your piece of paper. Good. Get clear on how old you are right now. Your age. How many years this has been going on in your vibration. Let's say you're 58 right now. And you're in this space, sadness, separation of this thing that you want. This person, this relationship, this life, this lifestyle. And you're going to see that energy, 58 years old, this energy, and just kind of erasing it, like on a chalkboard, erasing it out of your mind, out of your energy, out of your body, out of your space, just seeing it being erased. Seeing yourself erasing it, not me, you. I let it go. I delete it, I blow it up, I dissolve it. It's no longer a part of me. And now it's gone off the board. I want you to erase it again. We're going through all the layers behind that. Even though you don't see anything in the conscious energy. But there's a lot of things behind that. So erase it again. Everything behind this, erasing. Everything that created this, erasing. All the different excuses, all the blame, all the times I didn't want to take responsibility. That's okay. Just erase it. Keep on erasing until you feel that there's nothing else behind this. Maybe you have to do it 10, 20, 30 times. Just sit in this space. Just keep on erasing. the blank page. Just because it's blank doesn't mean it's blank. Just because we look like this doesn't mean there's a lot of things that's behind this, that's creating this lack, this what I don't have. Keep erasing everything behind that. As it clears through your body, it clears through all your thoughts, memories, recollections, 58 to conception, even past energies, before this lifetime. Keep erasing. Just this one space, just this one thing right now. Okay. And now when you're done erasing, just this one thing, this one area, and everything that's been behind it, even though it looked like it was clear. Now I just want you to bring in this beautiful golden white light in through the crown, through the body, physical body, through all the cells, organs, thoughts, energies inside of you. And golden white light rushes through your feet. So we just cleanse, like a waterfall. Clearing your eyes, all these old visions, all these old thoughts, everything that you heard, you've been telling yourself. Through your face, left wrist, I'm getting clearing left wrist. All the areas where you want to keep on holding on to that old energy, flushing out of those hands, arms, fingers, out of your feet. Every steps that you walked in this energy. Golden white light going through that body, through your shoulders, through your spine, your back, all the way through the feet that are connected into Mother Earth, and the roots that are connected into the earth like a tree are lighting up with golden white light. All the areas where they are broken, cracked, fragmented, stagnant, dead, are rebirthing, coming back to life. Feel that growing stronger, brighter, clearer, going deeper and deeper into Mother Earth. Golden white light just keeps on rushing in, no effort, washing through you, in you, and around you. Just be in this space of light, seeing rays of light coming out of you like the sun, front and back, right and left, top and bottom, inside and out, extending all the way through the infinite universe, through the infinite self, increasing your light, your illumination. Good. And that was just one area, one energy. I want you to think of another area that you're not pursuing in life. I'm not going to go through all the different ones because this is your homework and exercise. Another area that you want to pursue in life, that you want to fulfill. An area that's not being fulfilled, but you want to do it. So what's stopping that? All the energies that's stopping you from maybe settling down, being in a relationship, maybe stopping you from traveling, maybe stopping you from getting a new job. Write down all the different excuses that you've been saying of why it's not happening. All the different excuses of why it's not happening. Whatever is not happening in your life. You're not leaving that old job. You're not leaving that old relationship that's dead. You're not traveling. Whatever it is, you're not having a child. You know. Write it down. Anything else that falls into that category. And then once again, you'll go through the same process and erase. And after you erased it, you're going to erase again, even though it looks blank. You're releasing it and erasing it out of your physical, your mental, your emotional, your psychological body, your spiritual body. You're erasing these old programs. Even after it's gone, you're still erasing because there's so many layers behind the naked eye. So many layers, so many lifetimes, so many energies, so many fields. You're just erasing. 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 You're feeling it leave your body, your mind, your spirit, and soul, all in which does not serve you. And once you feel good, okay, don't count how many times you did it. Once you feel a space of peace, centeredness, just move to the next one. Don't rush through this. Remember, if you want to get an A in this area, in this space, if you want to bridge the gap from the old you to the new you, and keep erasing the old energies, the old blames, the old areas where you don't want to take responsibility, somebody else's fault, why this isn't happening, why he's not showing up, this boyfriend, this relationship, this girlfriend. What were the old lies where you're not enough? How many times are you going to keep on replaying that on the broken record? Going to keep that, so I'm not enough. I'm not enough. In what areas? Why do you not feel like enough? Oh, it was my mother. Oh, my father. Oh, I never felt loved. Oh, I was cheated on in this relationship. Oh, I was abused in this relationship. Put them all down and erase them. And erase behind that and that. All the different areas. And then let the golden white light come through you, in you, and around you, expanding inside and out. Erase those excuses. Erase the blame. Create the A in your life. Because each area in your life, every experience, everything you're doing or not doing, these are different lessons. And just like school, we get graded. And we either pass or fail. We either blame or take responsibility for what we want to create. It's not your parents, your siblings, your friends, lack of money. It's not because this healer didn't change me. You have the power. But you have to do the homework. You have to be trained in how to clear this. And that's what I'm here to do, is to teach people, to heal people. If they don't know how, yes, many people reach out to me. And I do many clearings all around the world via phone and Skype. But I'm giving you the tools and the techniques to build your new home, your new foundation, your new life. But it's up to you to take those tools and use them. Build the life that you want. You're being given the tools, the techniques, here on Ancient Healings Around the World, for free. For free. Show up for yourself. Create the new life. Erase, erase, erase. Behind that, behind that, behind that. Golden white light. Flush all the old energies, lingering energies. They're still connecting. It's like Velcro. Wants to stay because it's so used to this home. So used to it. It gives you a false sense of self, a false sense of security. Maybe you're just letting them wash away. Any residuals that are trying to cling on. You're clinging on to them and they're clinging on to you. Because you're going to be feeling very different. So take responsibility. Erase the old. Create the new. Get an A on the test, on your report card, if you want that, and that to happen. If you want an A in life, an A in this lesson, if you want an A to be happy, to move forward, operate from your heart, not your head. Sometimes our head teaches us out of alignment, but our heart, follow what feels good, what feels right. Right because it makes you feel excited, happy, and flowing in the direction that you're supposed to be going. So, that's Sherry Methling. And today, just the excuses, the blame, dissolving them, and moving forward into being the creator, into making it happen. And that is up to you. But first, erase the old programs, erase the old energy, erase the old excuses, and behind that, behind that, behind that. And that's Sherry Methling with Ancient Healings Around the World.